Hello everyone, this is Kedmead. Today I'll show you how I made the Tesla Cybertruck that was presented by Elon Musk, but before that I'll tell you about my friend's channel. He just started trying himself out on YouTube and he's already doing pretty well. You can lift your spirits and have a good time on his channel. Thanks for watching. He makes funny compilations from various games and real life. Let's support this aspiring creator. Go to his channel, subscribe and say hi from me. The link to his channel will be in the description. A lot of people wrote to me about this Tesla, so I decided not to put it off and make this, at first glance, ridiculous car. As Vilsacom said, now a lot of people are going to start making this Cybertruck.
I'm sure now everyone on YouTube will build their own Cybertruck. It's such an obvious idea.
Of course, I didn't stay on the sidelines and made one myself. Even though it's just a scale model, it's not made in a one-to-one scale and you can't go anywhere on it. But still, I made my own Tesla Cybertruck, even if it's small. Here's what it looks like now. As you can see, it's made entirely out of clay and I sculpted it using Sculpting, hard and very hard non-sulfur plastiline clay. I've already prepped this body for painting. The interior parts aren't here yet, but I'll install them soon. After painting, I'll be using spray paint from a can. First, I'll cover it with primer, then apply the main color, and after applying the paint. I've improved the model, put it on wheels, and here's what I managed to do. It took me 56 hours over 6 days to create this angular pickup truck. The phrase fits perfectly here. How do you like that, Elon Musk? Of course, it wasn't hard to make, but building the frame and getting the right angular bends took a lot of time. And onto this frame, I attached smooth and thin body parts. And they're thin for the crash test. Yes, I made it just to smash it. Well, honestly, how else? On my channel, I think you'll be interested to see how it crashes. The construction turned out to be quite sturdy, so it will look pretty realistic. But I'll do that in the next video, which will be out soon. And in this one, I'm talking about the Cybertruck in more detail, so it'll stick around for a little while longer, but not for long, of course. To strengthen the whole structure, I used foil. I pressed it tightly onto the modeling clay. It helps the clay keep its shape and not bend. Otherwise, there were no major difficulties making it. The car's scale was 1/24. To create this truck, I used blueprints. Although I couldn't actually find them, I just had to take images from the top and the side, scale them to the same size, and sculpt according to those outlines. I also looked at it in the mobile app Formacart. Because there's little information about it. I didn't highlight the bottom and I just didn't want to make something of myself, so I left it as it is. To be honest, I built the interior based on just one photo and that was more than enough. I made the imitation windows out of clear plastic, just cut out the right shape and glued it on. I also made a working chassis so it can actually move. Of course, I couldn't make perfectly straight lines, and if you look closely, you can see some waviness. That's because of the thin clay plates and the frame. When I pressed the clay, I just applied uneven pressure, and that's how the defect happened. and it gives the impression that the whole body was hammered with sledgehammers. When I first saw this Cybertruck by Elon Musk, I thought it was a joke. But no, it's actually going to go on sale. Before it was built, I didn't exactly feel disgusted by it, but I definitely didn't like it. Because releasing a design like this almost in 2020 is pretty strange. And when I finished building it completely, my negative feelings toward this car disappeared. These angular shapes no longer look as ridiculous as they did at first. And it even started to feel somewhat new to me. It looks unusual and strange, but damn, there's something about it. Maybe we've gotten so used to these smooth, meaningful lines in cars that we just don't want to accept anything new when it comes to design? Of course, it was very bold to release a car with such a design, but I think Elon Musk can afford it and even does it. Those were my thoughts about the Cybertruck, and now I'll show you how I sculpted it, how I started, and how I finished it. That's it. I hope you enjoyed seeing me sculpt the Cybertruck from clay. And if you did, give this video a like and also subscribe to the channel if you're interested in my work. Thank you all for watching. Goodbye everyone.